Damian Lillard. It was a quiet offseason for the most part after free agency.
Right.
It's been a no drama associated with the offseason so far, besides James Harden, of course, because he loves to just start drama whenever it's convenient for him. But, media day is coming up. Actually, it is happening as of right now. And Damian Lillard, finally, we've come to a conclusion when it comes to Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. And he got traded to your boy, the Milwaukee Bucks, which you have sort of wanted this to happen for a long time now.
Yep, they called me a madman.
You campaigned for it, and you finally got what you wanted. Just your reaction to the news.
This is fantastic. I was thoroughly shocked when I seen this news drop because the people in the group chat were freaking out. I was like, what happened? Did I miss something? Because the notification didn't come through. So I said, let me go and do some. I opened up everyone's favorite news source, Twitter.com. And then I saw the Woj tweet, and I was like, oh. Hey, man, this is great for the Giannis agenda. My man, he got this team sold him out last year this past year in the playoffs. So this is fantastic. This honestly is a huge trade because not only do you not have to worry about Giannis doing his run and dunk thing, you have to worry about Damian Lillard shooting from 35 feet out. How are you supposed to stop this team realistically? Imagine the pick and roll. Oh my goodness, Dame and Giannis pick and roll. It's literally a pick your poison duo.
It really is. And
when was the last time we seen a guard and duo big this dominant in their respective positions?
That's a great question. Wade and Shaq, probably. I mean, that's the last thing I could think of in terms of both players that are star top 10 caliber players on the same team. That's the last time I could think of something like that happening. So it was supposed to be James Harden and Joel Embiid, but James Harden has fallen off of a cliff. Yeah, it's been that long. Since like 2006, Shaq and D Wade, and before Shaq and D Wade, Kobe and Shaq. So this is rare territory.
And this is also a huge problem for other teams, especially in the East, because now you could rely on the Bucks being like, okay, Giannis isn't going to really close the game out for you. But they got a legitimate closer now. Like, Giannis can heavy lift for 3 quarters and let Dame take over in the 4th. This is, man.
D-Wade and Shaq effect, Kobe and Shaq, that's the philosophy, how it was back in those days where it was Shaq, first 3 quarters, dominant. D-Wade or Kobe, they take over the rest. They close the deal. That's how it's going to be sort of applied for the Milwaukee Bucks. And finally, it's about time that Giannis has someone that he can go to for help when it gets close down the stretch, when you need a bucket, but you can't call plays. The play calling, the team already knows what your play is going to be called, so you have to create your own shot. Middleton did that when they won the championship, but the injury has really sort of hurt him, slowed him down. He's not that same guy. So you bring in Damian Lillard. I think last year one of the major problems is obviously offensively they weren't the greatest. They were like middle of the pack. What made them the number 1 seed was their defense. They were top 5. They had Brook Lopez, Defensive Player of the Year candidate. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year candidate every single year. Drew Holiday, all defensive first team. But they didn't have that guy that you can go to in crunch time where people are tired. Every player knows what you're going to do. You have to create your own offense, and that's what Damian Lillard is there for. Let's just speak on the trade package because Portland received Drew Holiday, DeAndre Ayton, this other fellow I've never heard of, unprotected first-round pick, and pick swaps for 2028 and 2030. The Suns received Nurkic, Grayson Allen, Nazir Little, and Keon Johnson. Now, I think they waived Keon Johnson, if I'm not mistaken. But that is the trade package. It was a 3-team deal. So, do you think Portland got enough for this trade? You don't think they got enough?
No.
Why?
Because the Heat was offering a better deal.
Really? What were they offering?
I believe one of the deals were Hero.
Was it Jokic, whatever his name is, Nikola Jovic?
I can't remember. I saw it a few times. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I feel the Heat definitely had a better trade package.
Really? Because I'm looking at Drew and I'm thinking that they're gonna flip him for more picks.
Now, if they do that, then okay.
But I think that's probably 99% going to happen. So once they flip him for picks, I mean, they get 2 first-round picks for him.
Drew going for 2 firsts?
Hell yeah, he going for 2 firsts. He's still that dude. He made the All-Star team last year.
That is true.
Made all defensive last year. So you damn right. And he can shoot from the 3-point range as well. I mean, all right, well, postseason, he's a bit iffy. But you get what I'm saying. Regular season, he can shoot from the 3. And so, yeah, Drew is definitely going to go for multiple first-round picks for sure. And if you're a contending team, I mean, those picks are going to be they're going to be very, like, in the 20s. So, I mean, yeah, 2 first-round picks for Drew Holiday, of course. But, yeah, I thought that Portland just looking at Dame's age and his contract, I think they got the best deal that they could probably get. I mean, because of the situation with Dame and him saying that, well, reports saying that, oh, if you trade for me, I'm not going to play and yada, yada, yada. So they did about the best they could do. And sending him to Milwaukee, I know he wanted to go Miami, but I mean, this is the best situation for him because he's never had a player like Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He even said he wanted to play with Giannis.
Mm-hmm. So it's just a great situation. Speak on the Suns side of things because Nurkic, Grayson Allen, Nazir Little are going to the Suns. How do you feel about that? Because at first, the Suns, when they got Beal, I mean, they didn't have no bench at all. They didn't have really much, and they gave up DeAndre Ayton. Does this move the needle at all?
No. No. I'm tired of people pretending like it does, too. It doesn't move the needle. Grayson Allen was horrible in the playoffs. Nurkic, he's your starting center in 2023. Not good. Nasir Little, honestly, I don't even know much about his game to be speaking on that.
I think he may have played in North Carolina. I think he did play in North Carolina. I could be mistaken, but he hasn't really developed that much. He was supposed to be a really good guy, a good prospect coming out of college, but he just hasn't panned out.
Yeah, I don't see how the Suns get better. I feel like they just wanted to be included. That's what it seems like. I feel like they just wanted to get rid of Ayton by any means.
Yeah.
But for that, I don't know, man.
They needed some guys. They needed some bench guys, some NBA caliber players. They're like, all right, just give us any type of NBA caliber players that you can, and those are the guys they got back. I mean, Nurkic, I will say this, he will definitely play with more effort than DeAndre Ayton, but like he's injury prone. He's not a good defender. How much can you really rely on him? That's the question. So at the end of the day, if I will put a percentage how much they got better, I would say like 0.5%.
Oh, wow.
That's how I feel about it. I feel like they got 0.5% better because they did get rid of the stench that was DeAndre Ayton in that drama, and they brought in a center that's going to play with more effort, that's probably going to rebound a lot better, and that's probably offensively a little bit better than DeAndre Ayton when healthy, but he's never healthy. And the other guys are just when KD needs to go out, when Devin Booker needs to go out, you just put them in, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, congratulations. I think the Bucks are easily the best team in the East by far. I can't think of another team. The only question mark will be, okay, who's gonna be guarding perimeter for them? Now, I would say that's not a huge issue. I would say, but it still is a question mark. But at the end of the day, you have Damian Lillard and Giannis and Chris Middleton and Brook Lopez and Bobby Portis. And you have Pat Connaughton. So you have pieces already there. So they'll just have to figure it out. But they're the best team in the East so far. Easily. And top 2 team right now to win it all. So
no, you got to feel bad for Heat fans because they always get teased with these superstar players. And I'm like, okay, we going to get this guy. We going to get KD. We go get who else was Donovan Mitchell.
Yep.
Dang, we ain't get Donovan Mitchell. Damian Lillard. We gonna get Dame. We're so close. We got the trade package. Dang, we ain't get Damian Lillard. You gotta kind of feel bad for them dudes, man, because it's like, man, they so close.
I know.
It feels like I'm not even gonna say like the Cowboys when they said we gonna get such and such because we realistically don't really have a chance, but at least they had a chance.
Yeah, they had a really good chance.
Blew it.
They just don't have they have the pieces to get the trade done, but if you get the trade done, you're going to hurt your roster at the end. If Bam Adebayo, if you add Bam Adebayo to the deal's getting done instantly. But because if you add Bam Adebayo to the deal, then all you're doing is just hurting your team more than helping it. So they were in a sticky situation where, okay, we can't really do much. We can't really improve this team because the only way we'll be able to get Dame is by giving up one of our most valuable pieces. And that's the problem they're in. If Tyler Hero was a better player, if he could defend a little bit, if he was more consistent, then they wouldn't have this problem. But that's just how it is. It's a dirty game. But I don't feel sorry for them because they're – hey, man, I'm tired of Miami. I'm tired of seeing them. The only time I like Miami is when they're playing Boston. But besides that, I'm tired of seeing them. Their style of play is boring. Jimmy Butler, he's not the most flashiest guy in the world. I'm just tired of seeing it. So thank God there's no more Miami in the finals. Please, no more.
Let's say no more Lakers ever in anything. Remove them out the league.
I think you need to stop it. You know what I mean? Because
we need to shift that sentiment to the Lakers. We're tired of seeing them.
But you went to the finals one time in how many years?
One time too many.
One time too many? One time in 12 years?
Yes.
12 years?
Yes.
You're crazy.
Y'all need a 20-something year drought. Man. Like a certain.
You're such a hater, bro. You're such a hater. See, I can't stand somebody like him. He'll root for Boston and that team over the Lakers. Who? Boston. You'll root for Boston. You said if it was Lakers versus Boston, I'll go Boston.
Oh, yeah.
You're crazy. Man. You're insane. But anywho, this is not a Lakers and Boston segment. Let's